bum.
Yo, guys, welcome to another edition of the Double Thought Show. Today, we're going to talk about, well, a lot of cases, but we're going to group it under one topic. We have a law that is, or at least maybe you guys have noticed a lot of lawsuits being filed the last week, and particularly lawsuits relating to misconduct. This is in the first 3 minutes. I can't we can't really mention the type of cases specifically, but you know the Diddy type of case. So the Diddy and the Cosby type of cases. A lot has been filed, and it's all due to one law that was passed last year for a time of for a period of 1 year, and that law uh, was in effect up to last Friday, which is Friday the 24th. So we're going to talk about that law, how that law influenced all the cases that have been filed. And of course, we need to ask myself, and that's what Kara and myself will be discussing. To what extent should we consider these lawsuits, I mean, valid? To what extent should we not say that it's a money grab? Um, or is it appropriate what's being done? Because we're, let's say, from the victim or alleged victims point of view. So we're going to talk about that. Before we proceed, remember to subscribe if you haven't done so already. Please hit that notification bell as well so you don't miss out when we drop new videos. Share the video with your friends, your family, and your enemies. And don't forget to comment as well. Give us your thoughts and opinion. Remember that although we're going to talk about these cases, the type of cases, they're very, I mean, it's a very sensitive type of case, right? We're talking about because there are people who really become victims of these types of immoral and illegal acts. So if you comment, please feel free to express your thoughts, but be mindful as well that that they might be, some there are people who are actually victims, and just be court do as if you were taught right at home.
Christ.
With that being said,
Oh my God. Press the button, man.
yeah, KR,
Humans, don't act like a-holes, man. Come on. That's
yeah,
what he's trying to say. Come on.
that's one way to put it. Well, I'm the lawyer, so I try to talk more.
Act like humans. Don't act like a-holes. There's a-holes all over the place.
Yes,
And
yes, yes.
clearly, they're almost, the losses are raining.
Yeah, the lawsuits are raining. The names are
It's crazy. It's crazy.
a lot of big names.
Should I run through the cases real quick?
Yeah, please do.
Okay, okay. Well, it seems to me like there's a lot of touching and grabbing in.
Yo, yo, please do, or else we won't finish this show on time.
Hey, there's a lot of touching and grabbing. The biggest story was earlier this year. People have heard about that story, the Donald Trump one, where he had to pay $5 million to the woman he apparently groped in a store, I think, something like that. And he claimed he didn't know her. Who knows? That's the biggest. That's where it started. According to him, he had to pay somehow. I guess sometimes you're unlucky. But then last week, about 2,500, 600 cases were filed in just 1 week relating to that. Among those
all,
cases,
all misconduct cases. So
misconduct
you're
cases,
talking about misconduct cases right now.
but not only female misconduct cases. Approximately 1,100 have been filed against New York State prisons and
Oh,
470 against Riker Island Prison Complex. Rikers Island Prison
yeah,
Complex. So there's,
that's a real deal.
we know. That's why we say don't get locked up out here. Might get touched upon. Make sure if you do the crime, don't cry. Don't cry. Well, start crying because you don't know what will happen. But yeah, outside. Well, so we'll talk about mainly the outside stuff. We're not gonna go into what happens inside because I mean that's every man's nightmare. Or well, let's continue.
Let's continue, man.
Let's continue. Eric Adams, the mayor of New York, got caught up. Let me share my screen so you can see the source. The source is the New York Post. Eric Adams got caught up. Accuser wants $5 million for a assault that happened in 1993. Bill Cosby got pulled back in. They pulled anyway, there is a Ty Dolla $ign. And I'm in too deep. He's in too deep. Cuba Gooding, he seems to be, he has been in and out of the criminal court and the civil court these last few years. I don't know. He probably be broke by 2 years. The amount of money he's been spending. Oh, well, let me share my screen. Cuba Gooding, also. Then we have Jamie Iovine. Jamie Iovine, for those who don't know, Jamie Iovine is the one of the founders, co-founder of Interscope Records, also known as the co-founder of Beats by Dre, a billionaire, basically.
Well, now we know where.
Like,
No, okay. Some might say, let me put it like this, Kira. Let me put it like this. Some might say, now we know how he came up with the name Beats.
oh, there are stories about Dre
Yeah,
females.
bobbing and weaving.
Well, he wasn't the one. The female was bobbing and weaving and hoping he wouldn't connect. It's crazy. It's crazy, yo. Those are allegations. They never pushed a criminal case
Yeah,
against him. But I mean, those who know.
yeah, yeah.
But let's continue. L.A. Reid, former Arista record executive. So those who don't know, L.A. Reid is well known as the R&B man in the scene. R&B, rhythm and beatings. Anyway, Atlantic Records executive and co-founder Ahmet Ertegun. He also got sued. No, well, he wasn't the one who got sued because Ahmet has been a corpse since 2006. His
Estate. That is who is estate.
I'm crazy, dude. Why did I say it that way? Why did I say his corpse? Yes, his estate got sued, man.
Okay.
His estate got sued.
But yeah. He can defend himself, but okay.
Bro, that man can talk. But apparently he has a lot of his own talent scout. Jan Roque alleges a long history of assaults and the H word.
The H word.
Harassment. I don't know if you're allowed to say that within the first 10 minutes, but I guess you blew it now. We'll know if it's allowed or not. Former NFL star, ex-ESPN analyst Marcellus Wiley got caught up.
No, man.
As a student, apparently he was having relations with a girl that alleges that he forced himself upon her, and then basically Wiley responded saying it's a BS allegation. Who else do we have? Jaime Foxx again got caught up. But this Jaime Foxx story is crazy, even
It's been
crazier
a
than you believe.
yeah.
Yes, apparently he he how do you say that? He had finger intercourse with her at they met at the restaurant. They saw each other walk behind,
He had s-
finger banged her, dropped it in the banana pipe.
yeah.
If you know what the
Yeah.
reference, they got caught, and then she's suing him for that now. Oh, I guess. Hey, I guess every case is being pursued now. Axel Rose. For those who don't know, Axel Rose, the lead singer of Guns N' Roses. You know, I'll tell you this
Can I
much.
share the video? Can I share the
Of course, Axel Rose. Who doesn't know Axel Rose? I guess you don't know him.
yeah, I know him. But here you show everyone else, so you might as well show this one
Oh
too.
yeah, I'm a zoom in so you know who the white guy is. This is his face. What you know? What everything? So we all know about the saying, eh, drugs and
Rock and
rock
roll.
and roll. What I've always was surprised is there haven't been a lot of cases of Me Too cases against rock and roll stars. Either they are paying off really well or people are scared. I guess this is the first big one. We all know, I mean, if you look at how it used to be in the 80s, 90s, how people will go crazy on rock bands. It's
And on rock.
and rock hard. Anyway, uh yeah, so Axl Rose, Jamie Foxx, Terry Richardson.
Who's that?
Terry Richardson is a photographer. He used to take pictures of well-known models, and this guy was, I know, basically, well, his pictures were kind of eccentric. Let's put it that way. Apparently, he also, well, he got Me Too years ago, so this is like a second coming of the Me Too for him. And since then, I haven't heard anything of him. So he's been off the map for a long time, getting sued again. Even the nephew of the founder of the Hyatt hotel chain got sued for 25 million. And last but not least, Diddy. Let me go. This is the one. Diddy, after paying, who knows how much he paid? We don't know, but people are saying somewhere between the 30 million and the 100.
Yeah, but those people and
Uh, she was trying. So let's close this out.
yeah,
Diddy got sued by two other women.
yeah.
The Diddy story. So apparently, Cassie was trying to settle the case outside of court, even before this all happened. So I, from what has been said, Diddy tried to call her bluff. I get he, I guess she thought, eat your shoe. Good luck. See you in court. And now I think she was trying to settle for 30. But guess what? When you go to court, now it's a public case. Do you think she would ask for 30? RJ, if you were her lawyer, before you wanted 30, now it's a big scandal. Would you ask for 30 or will you up it to 100 and see how it plays out?
I would at least include the lawyer fees. So
Well, of
that,
course,
that
of
for,
course.
for
Because,
sure it won't be 30. So I'm just saying what the minimum is. It won't be 30. No.
yeah. So apparently, he paid her off, and people are claiming it's a money grab. Guess what, dummies? It's a civil suit. It's always about the money in that case. She cannot sue him. She cannot sue him. I mean, there is no suing in criminal cases, right? She won the money from the start, but you got to ask yourself: is it fair
Yeah.
what she did? Well, Some people are saying, I mean, the internet always talks. It doesn't stop talking. There's a lot of stupidity being talked as well. But you have to sift, filter through all the stupidity to find the gems.
Yeah.
And people are saying he had it coming. Maybe that's a
Way.
that's a way to say.
So I
Maybe
mean that. I mean that's one way to put it, but yeah,
yeah, I can beat around the bush, but I'll summarize
he
what
can
it
too.
was. What?
According to the file, according to the document that Cassie filed, so the context, so the court case that was settled,
Yeah.
according to that, the complaint, uh, Diddy also can beat around the bush.
Oh
but,
no. Well, he had others beat as well, but that's hey man. So I've read part of that.
you read it, yeah. And you told me it was crazy.
It's crazy. Let's start from the beginning, right? And I think the beginning we have to point out is that the beginning already the filing, the names that are mentioned, I think that's one of the reasons why it was settled so quick.
Okay. Were their names mentioned?
The plaintiff and defendants.
Yeah.
Let me open up the case. Plaintiff Cassandra Ventura. Defendant Sean Combs. Bad Boy Entertainment. Bad Boy Records. Guess who? Epic Records. Combs Entertainment Enterprises LLC and Doe Corporations. Do you think that Epic would have let this run more than 2 days?
Well, maybe you should tell me. I'm not familiar with Epic Records, so
So Epic Records is one of the biggest record labels out there.
okay. Is do I have to see it like Bad Boy Entertainment falls under them?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So basically, so if you summarize the case a little bit, the way they built the document or this filing, it starts with basically giving you an idea of how the relationship started and how she experienced it according to the document. Basically he signed her for 10 album
Contract.
contract, and through that they started hanging out more. So he was her boss and her
Boyfriend.
lover, boyfriend, lover, or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
According to the document, he was her abuser as well. But okay, the so that would mean there is a kind of a power dynamic going on, of course, because if he's your boss and your boss tells you to do something in your personal life, it would mean that your boss might hinder your progress in the business.
Possibly. Yeah.
So that's one of the biggest things you when you read that document you will find. There is like a conflict of interest. That's the best way to put it. I don't know if the other cases where all this. I mean, these cases. Who knows what will happen? Will they be settled? I mean, Eric Adams is out of here. Imagine your mayor getting sued with with a law that he implemented himself. This is
Yeah.
what.
Yeah. Because it's a democratic. It was a democratic. It's the. It was a democratic. Um, Democratic Party's initiative.
Yep, I
Some
guess because
some said, some said, but of course I think speculations that it was to get to Trump as well.
No, they got to him. So
Yeah, so yeah, but the
all others
first the
are,
first the first one was Trump, or at least the first big one
yeah.
was Trump, because what the law said, what the act, I have to say, determined was that irrespective of any statute of limitation, irrespective, so it's called the New York's Adult Survivors Act,
Mm-hmm.
right? And there was a Democrat by the name of Katie Hochul who signed it on May 2022
Mm-hmm.
and created a 1 year window for people who were 18 or older when they supposedly were victim of sexual misconduct, to file lawsuits against their respective abusers
Mm-hmm.
and or the institutions that enable them, irrespective of the statutes of limitations. So that's why you hear in certain cases they're talking about things that happened like 10 years ago, 20
Yeah.
years ago, 30 years ago, because this law is basically like a what's the movie? A purge for
Church of abuse. Let's hunt them down.
yeah, yeah. So that's why. mm, what was the oldest case you saw? So where the incidence was like way back.
Well, from
Incident.
the well-known people, Trump is why probably the oldest.
Yeah. How
80
long?
something. It was 80 in the 80s.
Yeah. So like 50 years ago almost. No,
27, 20.
40.
Oh, can you count?
I don't know. You tell me. I'm a lawyer, so
No, I'm just kidding.
I
Uh,
round up.
it
I
was,
round up.
yeah, it was about 80, yeah, 40 years old. It's it. Let me see. Advice columnist in department store changing room. Oh no, wait a second. It was 27 years ago,
Oh,
according.
that's okay.
Yeah,
Oh, so
27
90s,
years
yeah.
ago, not 80s.
Yeah, but so that's the reason, right? And the question is, I don't know. I think we can get to this part too, because so that's the law, and the deadline was last Friday. Some people were pushing to
Extent?
extend it, but the statutes of limitations, they serve a purpose. It's a legal certainty. Uh, if something happens, because again, this, and we talk about this a couple of times, when a man gets accused of something like this, first of all, it's considered worse than when a woman gets accused of something like this. That's the first thing. The second thing is that when a man gets accused of something like this, some people will automatically say it's true, or there has to be some truth to it, even if there isn't. So someone might come for a money grab. We saw how they did Michael Irvin.
Oh,
Michael Irvin had all the videos, all the witnesses, and they were still claiming that he did something.
that
He
he
got
told me to suck on this. Oh,
he got suspended for months
almost a year.
without
6 months, 6 months.
without and not even without, and you can even say without evidence, with evidence that he didn't do it.
Yeah.
He talked to a lady. No, he was in the lobby. A couple of fans walked up to him to ask him for a photo. He said, "Okay, let's take it outside." We went to take the pictures outside. He came back in. An employee of the hotel came to talk to him. They talked for like, according to the video, a minute and a half. People were walking by. And then some of his fans said, hey, wanted to buy him a drink. He said, no good. I need to work tomorrow. So he went to bed alone. And they still kicked him out. He didn't even get a chance to check out himself. They kicked him out and post and stopped him or caused him to miss Super Bowl, miss being part of the Super Bowl broadcasting team with evidence that he didn't do anything wrong.
Not only
So
that, he also missed the draft.
he also missed a draft. It's so I just say that to say when something like this happens, the way people see it is automatically as bad. Now, this we've heard and covered various stories of these claims being untrue as well. I can't even imagine, KR, the type of effed up person you need to be inside. And I'm not talking about the real victims now, right now. I'm talking
Mhm.
about the fake ones.
Yeah.
How effed up you need to be inside to start a case knowing that you will harm the reputation, break maybe the family, create traumas for the children, while knowing that it's not true. Again, I'm not talking about the real victims because if you did it, you should be punished.
Of course.
But it's scary to me that we live in a world where people can just decide to start to create a rumor, start a case based on nothing, just in the hopes to settle the case, hoping that the person will settle and not go to court to avoid the negative backlash. So it's very scary. But if you hear all these cases of all these people, my question is, I do doubt the seriousness. So collectively, I haven't watched each and every single,
Of
read
course.
each and,
At the end, you
but
have to analyze each and every to see whether they
yeah,
are talking the truth or
yeah,
not.
yeah.
But
But collectively, but just my first thought is this is some people at least are going for the money grab.
yeah, I mean, it's obvious sometimes the allegations how it's built. You gotta ask yourself like this seems too crazy to be true. To be an actual assault. Let's put it this way, because I mean, at a certain point, I mean, if you read the Jerry Fox one, it's kind of a weird situation where she agreed to go back and get finger banged and
Jamie Foxx.
what did I say?
I think you said I think you said Jerry Fox because I wanted to talk about
Jamie.
Jamie Foxx and then you said Jerry. I was like, no, I'm gonna wait. But
Who's Jerry? Who's Jerry? Yeah,
yeah,
Jerry. The no, anyway. Yeah, Jamie Foxx. Yeah. So that case that's a really weird case. I mean, if you go back to, for example, the case of Cassie, right? We talked about it last week, and it's settled now. So the dust has been settled. There is nothing more to talk about technically. But if you people knew the weird dynamic of Diddy and Cassie, no one said something because I mean, did you hear did you hear the interview by 50 Cent years ago, where he said he saw pictures of Cassie and he asked Diddy, "What's up with this?" And 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 I think he sent him a video or something like that. It's a very weird situation. Did you hear about that?
no.
Anyway, it's
I did
almost
I did see one where Cassie was so the couple. There was a guy sitting. You could clearly see that was an older man. It was like a red carpet event.
oh, but that guy is
Yeah, but he just
you look very that
I don't know what that means, man.
Then he looked at the guy like he was about to punch
Yeah,
him in the
Diddy
jaw.
look at him. Yeah, Diddy was like,
Another guy is not of the females. Let's put it that way.
yeah, yeah, but he just did
Imagine he
this.
wanted to
He
punch.
did this. Hey, how are you? And just touch. And Diddy was like, his face changed like 1 second to the other.
You mean the one where the guy wore red, right?
I think it was a red or purple. Yeah,
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 he wore red. Yeah. Imagine him looking at someone everyone knows is not of the females. And then you go to she had a relationship with Kid Cudi. I can believe
yeah.
who that Kid Cudi stuff happened
Yep, yeah, yeah.
to be
And I always thought it was a rumor, but in the complaint it says she mentions that there was so she admits that there was a relationship for a short period
for a
of time.
period of time. Yep. It's
So let me put it like this: they say if you're gonna lie as close to the truth as possible.
hey yo, hey yo. But hey
And
man, it's
you
yeah.
know, it's what I think when everyone heard the story, everyone was like, we don't know for sure, but this sounds about right. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me.
If you watch the streams of academics, DJ academics, he seems to be continuously pointing out that a lot of people seem to be scared of.
Yeah. He was talking about Joe Biden being scared as well. But Ack is different, man.
If you find Eck swimming with the fishes without air in his lungs, we know. Well, we won't know who did it because he has so many ops.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
at a certain point, yeah, I think
Yo, I gotta yeah, I just before we I have a funny op story. I have an intern. She's like 19, and I was explaining something to her so about the law. She wants to become a lawyer, and so she has a lot of questions. So, and I was telling, she was asking me about a particular case, but more like the legal things, right? And I was
Mhm.
trying to explain to her the situation because she didn't really understand the situation. And she said didn't understand it. So I was like, she's doing the reason why they're not getting along, and I'm trying to explain it, but she didn't understand. So after like 2 minutes, she was like, "Oh, he's his ops. He's his op." And I was like, "Yeah." She looked at me. She said, "And that's how you know you're getting older." She said, "To be honest, Roel, I didn't think you knew what the word ops meant."
Oh
Yeah,
man.
but yeah, to yeah, what you say? You want to say
No, no,
something?
continue, continue.
Yeah, but to get back to it, you talked about the Diddy, but you also have the other stories. Now, the difference is that I don't know if you'll have time to dive into each and every single one of the stories. But what I do find unfair, but the world is unfair. It is what it is. I mean, unfortunately, we live in a place where in a time where because you started with the Diddy story. That's what I wanted to use as an example as well.
Mhm.
Someone can go with you so because you're in a public place, so someone can go with you into a bathroom or behind the alley or whatever, and you don't even it's with the finger. It's not really, let's say, the real deal, and that in itself already isn't something that if you just think logically, you can't even if it was, let's say, yeah, I mean, no, if it was no,
Look at where
it,
you're going.
yeah,
Watch out.
if it was
I'm not
against,
even a lawyer, and I see you're
listen,
gonna go on thin line.
if it was again, no, I'm just saying, if it was, it's just like the Amber Heard. No one dared, no one had the courage to ask the obvious. You know,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
she
that's
said that that he threw him across the room. So the obvious,
right. A frail dude like Johnny.
to someone to hold you down, and with it just doesn't add up. It's, I'm not saying it's impossible,
But
but
it's
it just seems
oh,
like what
so the Jamie you're going to refer to the Jamie one?
I'm referring to the Jamie
Or
one. Yeah,
assault. She's not claiming the R word.
but what part is the assault though?
I have no idea.
You understand what I'm saying?
No idea.
What part is the assault?
He forced this. Well, no, not forced because it's not forcing. She
That's what I'm
allowed him. She allowed him to put his fingers up in her and
but
also
what
his stool, but he should not have to. But that part of the assault, I have no idea what is assault
so
and what
that
is
so
not in
so
that.
that's my part. What is the assault? And I mean, it's different if she said no, but that's not that. I don't know what she's claiming, but it's just, it seems to me like you can have a intimate moment with someone, the person wakes up and real maybe has regrets, and then
Most of the time, right?
yeah, I mean, if you're living a certain way, then yeah, and then you say, you know what, actually I didn't want to, because I was vulnerable and he took advantage of me, and then just go file a case against you. It just seems to me, what I'm afraid of, KR, and again, I'm a lawyer. What I'm afraid of is that real victims at the end of the day will not be heard, because too many of these fake stories,
It will drown out. It will drown out the real case.
yeah, and people will say, oh, just another one, just another one, and then people won't start believing the real victims. That's what I'm afraid of,
I
purely
think
because some people are going for the easy money grab. If you are someone, so there was like 2000 something this last week, you said 2000 and something complaints, right? So
yeah, 2000. Yeah.
this last week, over 2000.
Yeah.
So we can assume that at least one of them isn't true, at least. So let me talk to that person, and if the shoe fits with the other people, then good. If you put if you file a case just for the money grab, even if you do get the money, think of all the real victims that you might be um, uh, harming in the future.
I think you're asking a lot from those people.
I mean, I to be
I
care,
understand.
I
I
can't
know you're
understand,
right.
I
I
can't
know you're
begin to
right.
understand the thought process that goes that someone like that goes through before deciding, I'm gonna do this.
Hunger makes people do weird things. And
Greed
people like that,
too.
greed, yes. People like that don't take into consideration what others have to go through.
Go through.
So
Yeah.
basically, I mean, they don't care about the real victims. They don't care about the person who they are accusing if it's fake. I mean, they're accusing someone of doing something they didn't do. That already tells you they're very self-centered.
Hmm.
You're just a meal ticket because I did something and I have. I mean, usually men get regrets instantly. It's called after nutting.
Post post nut syndrome, Miss Frisco.
We don't have to sleep about it. We get the flashback while we're nutting. Oh,
You didn't have to give use the sound. you didn't,
you get the flashback like, oh
didn't
my
have to
god,
do the
why
sound.
did I do this? But I'll tell you. So to bring this all to what you said, I do agree with you. It's gonna cost because at the end there are people that are real victims of this, and what you see already is that people are starting to doubt the real victims. For example, I mean, if you look at, I mean, the case, let's for example, the case of Jaime Foxx versus the one of Cassie. Cassie, you have clear proof. There have been talks, and people in the industry know that what has been happening around, and also what has been shown, and etc. So there is some kind of an aspect of truth to that. Whether he did everything she claims, who knows? But there is an aspect of truth. But sometimes, well, other people will have that problem in the future where someone will get beat up or someone will get assaulted. So with the case of Jamie Foxx, you get assaulted in the bathroom, and people will say, "Yeah, but is this a money grab or isn't it money grab? Is she talking the truth or is she talking the truth?" Well, basically, someone who's despicable and should be locked up is getting away with it, and may really harm other people with his delusion,
Yeah.
his grandeur.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, RJ,
What?
I think this will change a lot of things in the future, and it will. I mean, usually the system corrects itself, right? Men will, when of a certain stature, will try to avoid these things. Sometimes by NDA of not being even near certain women. We've already seen that in the recent past, where people like Keanu, when he takes pictures, it's hovering hand all time.
Yeah. Doesn't touch it. Not even Dolly Parton got one.
Even Dolly Parton, he doesn't touch a thing. But he's not the only one. I mean, there's another one from Keanu here, hovering hand. You have even Messi trying to implement the Keanu tactic. Lionel Messi, the world's second greatest football player right now.
After Tom Brady.
Yes. And after Cristiano. As you can see here, this is how he takes pictures. Hand, he doesn't even touch. He doesn't try to grab. He doesn't even wrap the hand around. Keanu wraps his hand around. He just, you know how awkward that picture looks?
The right one. The second
The
one.
right- the second one with his hand like he doesn't touch.
But who is that?
I have no idea. Someone on the red carpet.
Yeah.
This is his wife. Of course, his wife.
Nah, he grabs.
He grabs. He grabs.
Hey, he makes up for it.
Yeah, you gotta grab more meat.
But
Oh,
KR, you said, yo, that's yo,
no Diddy.
yo, yo.
No Diddy.
No, but what I wanted to say is you mentioned one part, KR, but there's a second part. It's gonna get worse because in this phase, people are protecting themselves with NDAs, with like Bow Wow, I believe. In Bow Wow's case, he lives at a penthouse. So I'd say on his floor, the elevator opens up on his floor.
Mhm.
As soon as you go up, all phones need to be put in a locker. You might get
Pat it down.
patted down, and you need to sign NDAs before you enter. We saw in previous shows that even Raven Simone
Yeah, she has
does
the
it. So
best, she has the best setup of them
yeah,
all.
she has the best at them. And
She has a
uh,
filing case. Imagine that.
she has a what?
Filing case.
Yeah,
The old school ones where you open up and you have the investigator like searching by name.
yeah,
Oh,
because she said it was on one, I forgot what podcast, but he said that she has it his in her bedroom drawer. So on the bed, on the bed.
what's your name
Listen,
again? You're claiming what?
Yeah.
Oh, Johnny. Okay, yeah, yeah, Johnny. Or Janina. I don't know. It's not
Janina,
Johnny
yeah,
anymore. Janina.
Janina.
You know what? Let's
But
continue. Let's
but
continue.
but this is what I wanted to say, KR. This is where we're gonna go. There will come a point in time where the transition will be made to robots and artificial intelligence.
Mm, a real
So
long one,
you
but
can create, well, I don't think we're so long because they're already, so there is already a market. You see more and more. So listen, 70% of the consumers are women.
mm-hmm,
The whole marketing and consumerism is focused on women because they know that women will buy, they can trigger women, they can influence women more easily to buy things. And buying is an emotional thing.
mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's why women spend 500,000 during their lifetime. They spend 500,000 more than men.
I believe that. Now, and sometimes the 500,000 is also the man's money. They just spend it more.
You
In
don't
any case,
wait a second before we speed to that past that. Let me show you an article. Let me show you an article. There is an article about that. So you don't say I'm speaking out of my bottom.
I didn't think so, but okay.
No, but I'm not talking about you. You know I always speak the truth. I'm a truth speaker. Truth speakers always get locked up and hanged. Anyway, um, here's why women spend 526K more than men over their lifetimes. There's the article. Go read it. So it's not like I came up with that out of nowhere. Just
Yeah.
thought to put it in there. But yes, continue. They spend more.
They spend more, but and a lot of products are always so geared towards them, clothes and all those things.
Even
KR on
toilet
my
for
on my feed, on my feed,
mm-hmm,
just random, like the memes pages.
mm-hmm,
You know how many times they put a woman? So it's like a meme page, but
mm-hmm.
then I think they collab with a woman, a model or an OF
Oh,
model or something.
OF. Yeah, 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 yeah.
And then I just see go for this is whoever, go follow her before she stops accepting invitations. But and then there was one I had to stop it. Literally every 3 or 4 posts was about a toy for women. Literally. And I'm like, we're going in the direction already for women, but it makes sense that men will go to their, let's say, that direction as well. And we know
Oh,
what
you said
men,
that direction?
the direction, yeah,
Oh,
about
direction. Okay, you said
direction.
direction. I hope you said
Yeah,
direction.
the direction. But listen, and I said robots and AI, but maybe you misunderstood me. I'm not saying that the robots, the AI, so they can have conversations with them.
Oh
The
no,
A,
that's the part I do believe.
the AI's purpose is to, let's say, gather information about what the man wants and
And tailor towards him. Yes,
and
that
tailor
part I
towards
do
him.
believe. So that part I do believe.
But listen,
I'm about
but
the
listen,
intercourse. That's the part.
but listen,
That's
KR, the
that robot
robots, the
malfunction for
robots,
you. You're done.
the robots, the robots will come with 6 or 7
Oh,
sound bites, six or
oh, I
seven
thought you
sound
gonna
bites.
say, I
But
say,
no, no, 6 or 7 sound bites, and none of them will be more than 3 words. That means the man can have, what do they say men want? Food, drink, peace of mind, and sex. That means this man can get peace of mind as well with a robot. Something that's very difficult to get
You know what they'll
with
do,
a
right?
real
You know what
person,
they'll do with that, right?
irrespective of who the person is.
They'll
So
put the
we're
tax
getting.
on those will be so high.
I don't know.
Who,
Well,
who,
people
who do
will.
you think? Who do you think is a proponent of um, putting professionals in illegality? It's not because of the man wanting it, because the men are the usually or the men are the consumers in that case. It's the woman. So if this
The woman.
basic yes,
Also,
the housewife would like the man not to have access to professionals.
yeah.
In that case, let's say the robots will be either illegal or the taxes on you buying a robot will be so high only someone like Diddy can afford a robot. And it's gonna be 100 years before the average man can afford a robot.
But if someone, if they, if yeah, maybe. But
I'm not saying
listen, robot is a big word. There are already so many things. So it's
okay,
like,
okay. I'm talking about a humanoid
yeah,
that
humanoid.
can
Yeah.
yeah, I know the word. Who do you think I am?
But I say,
that that can service you in all aspects of life. I do believe
but I
that
think, yeah, I think a lot of people wouldn't want the humanoid KR. So listen, this is what I'm saying. If there's a sex that will want humanoid, is the woman. The men don't. The men
you might
men
be
do not
right.
need the humanoid.
Men are romantics, man.
Yeah.
Men, men are,
They just need the container and
the,
uh, the-
the thing is this. It's like a cleaning robot. You think you need a container? No. I'm trying to say you think you need someone something to clean your room until you meet a robot to do it.
yeah.
It's the same. You think you need a container until you meet a robot, and then you think, "What
Well,
the heck? Where's? Let me throw this container. This is shitty. I don't have nothing to look at. I have a humanoid in front of me that smells better, says no more.
yeah.
And let me go
And
back. I do think so. At the end, I do think that it will have men in general with this Me Too movement. What you will see in the future is men will avoid women as much as they can in work situations. And men of a certain status, definitely, they
mm,
will have NDAs and all this stuff. And at the end, women will say we are being discriminated against. This is where it's going.
yeah.
Or
The,
or men of a certain level will deal with more professionals because
yeah.
you don't have this problem if you're paying someone to do it
Yeah.
in the contract. But one thing I want to close out before we I want to show you what harassment can lead to. There was this fighter in um, in Korea who got accused of harassment. His name is, give me a second. His name is, where is his name? Park Dae Sung.
I
Basically, he
remember.
won a fight. Well, I'm gonna show the people who haven't seen it yet.
Hmm.
He won a fight and he got accused of harassment by one of the ring girls. Let's take a look at the situation. Fair use, fair use. Let me mute it. So basically, what you see is he's taking a picture. He After he did that, he got accused of harassment, and he got sued, and whatever happened. So what happened? The next fight, and this is the thing what I'm referring to because this is the exactly what will happen. The guy is a talented fighter because he won again. He's a winner. Turned around, he won this fight. Fair use. Oh no, I'm not gonna stand next to you. And now they're trying to. Imagine, RJ, imagine this happens to a woman. Isn't this forcing a woman to do something she doesn't want to?
Yeah.
Now they're trying to force the guy to stand next to her. He's trying to walk away. He doesn't want to get any allegations. Look at him. He's running away, actually. This is crazy. He's standing there. No, no, I don't want to stand. No, don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Oh, he's putting his hands. Please don't touch. Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't get too close. So this is what you will get in the future where this happens far more often, I think.
Yeah.
This will be normal. We will look men run from women.
I had one time in the past, and I was a bit younger, and there was a older lady. Well, I don't know if I can call her a lady, but she was older. She was a woman, but I don't know if I would call her a lady. So in any case,
She's a nice lady.
she's a nice lady. She started. So we were talking. No, we went out. I met her. She asked me for my number. I gave her my number.
Long time ago, we were talking about, right?
Yeah. Long time ago.
Long time ago.
Yeah. So she asked me for my number. I was like, yeah. Okay, here's my number. Do you need to write it down? She said, no, because I was loud. She said, just tell me. I said, I told her the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. She said, okay, I'll message you. And I thought to myself, okay, I'm gonna just wait and see if she's like if she's playing games or not. How do you know if someone's playing games? On the third day, she messages me. Hey, how are you? Hope all is well. I'm like, yeah, the 3 day, don't seem too desperate, but yeah. Anyway, she wasn't like we went out 2 times, very nice. The first time she was like all over me.
Mm.
Then she went home. Uh, I went home as well. And the second time she came and so we met up and she's like, no, she was like completely different. She was like, yeah, I was drunk the first time. And yeah, I said, yeah, but we didn't do anything. So she said, no, but you might have thought I was a bit too flirtatious, but I'm not like that. I was like, hey, listen, I just
I'm
want
not
to
this type
have,
of person. Mm.
I just want to date and have fun. Do what you feel you want to do. So be comfortable. I'm gonna be me. And if it works, if it works. If it doesn't, at least, let's enjoy each other's company. But she was so, and I was talking to her, she was in her mind. She was so, first of all, I think she was a freak. Second of all, I think she was so used to certain type of guys that, and she also like it. Like they just go straight for it, straight for the sex.
Mm.
And I was like, listen, I don't do whatever you want to do, but let's just have fun, just enjoy each other. If it's just eating or whatever, let's do that. And in my mind, I already know, KR, because if you treat me like a friend, it's like the last time. I know. So so so, but so I'm just trying to get this over as quick as possible. You know what she told me? Um, she called me like a couple of days later. She said, "Why aren't you pursuing me?" I'm like, yeah, if you want to hang out, just come out. But I'm not gonna play games. She said, no, I want you to pursue me. I said, I'm not gonna do it. You know what she told me? You know what, Robert? It's not really clear to me what you want, and I don't feel comfortable.
Mm.
When she said, I don't feel comfortable, I don't give. That's when she said that, I was like, you're saying you're not comfortable and you want me to pursue you? Get away from me, man.
That's a lawsuit in the making.
So I was like, hey, I didn't.
Well, when I
and
say you,
and every time
I
I
just feel
see,
comfortable, it's like always it goes into the creepy stuff, and then you gotta walk away, man. You gotta walk.
hey, not me. If you tell me, listen, I didn't listen. We didn't sleep together once. We went out twice.
Mm,
We went out twice.
mm.
And you are and
The second already?
what did you say?
Did you say that after the second already?
After the second, yeah, because she was like,
Fuck, she's used to different type of man.
she's used to different type of man. But the thing is, uh, I like the company of a woman.
Yeah.
So of course it's great to be intimate, but I just like the company of a woman. And it to
Mm.
her, it was she didn't understand that concept. But that's her KR, that's her problem. The
Yeah.
moment she said that, I was like, yeah, you're not gonna find a guy like me, but get over. You're gonna, maybe you will, but you will definitely not find me. So it's over. Oh man.
Well, that's great. I mean that this is the thing, right? When people are used to a certain way of modus operandi, that's how they are programmed in a sense to accept certain way of working. So, hey, man, when people start talking about not comfortable, yeah, it's time to press eject while you still can, because the next thing you know, 30 years from now, you'll get a Diddy suit on your ass.
Hmm.
Oh, damn. Anyway,
If
kids
daddy
learn.
suit, if daddy suit is on your ass, he's naked. Anyway.
Let's not talk about that part of Diddy, because he's gonna punch you up. Apparently, that's a trigger for him. But
Yo, yeah, we're over the 1 hour mark. Was there anything else you wanted to discuss?
no, no, no. I think one thing I want to say is, kids, be aware of the situations you put yourself in. I think we talk about this as well in the earlier show in X Game Plan, where the basketball player, what's his name again? Oh, Giddy.
Giddy, giddy.
Giddy, yeah, Giddy got caught up in a situation like this. Well, he didn't get sued, but he basically is being pressed by the media, and now probably by the NBA to break his relationship with a, let's call it, a minor. Um, be aware of the situations you can put yourself in, and also know that whatever you do, whether it's dirt or half dirt or no dirt, it can come back to haunt you. So protect yourself at all times. And I mean, here at the Double Dutch Show, we always say, protect yourself at all times.
Protect yourself at all times. Hey, with that being said, guys, we hope you enjoyed today's show. Wherever your thoughts are, let us know in the comment section below. Rate the show by pressing the like button. Share the video with your friends, your family, and enemies. And if you haven't done so already, remember to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. If there are any topics you want us to talk about, please let us know. And please be nice. Some people, some people aren't as nice in the comments. And yeah, it's we don't care. But in any case, have a good one, and until next time, guys. Peace.
Please, some people just they can't help themselves, Archie.
Uh,
They can't. They can't.
we call them losers.
Well,